are the Bentusi, and welcome you all.
Okay, greetings one and all. Today I'm playing a little bit of Homeworld, classic game from 1998 or something, or 9, I can't remember. Anyway, what I'm actually going to talk about today is a little bit of sound design from this game, which I think is just absolutely brilliant, and that we can learn to do ourselves really easily. So there we are. It's my resource collector, which harvests asteroids. It's just offloaded its payload into my resource controller there, so I can build ships from all of the resource units which I've collected. And in this particular level, called Great Wastelands, that triggers a cutscene event involving this red dot here. Here we go.
Long-range sensors indicate a mothership-class mass signature. It's coming in fast. Power readings are off the scale. Full combat alert. Stand by for contact.
Okay, so just to say quickly, the sound in this game generally is absolutely incredible. Great soundtrack by Paul Ruskay, who did the first and second game. Which, personally, I find these soundtracks really inspiring. But we're here to talk about one specific piece of sound design, which is not actually part of the soundtrack in this case, though most of the sound effects that you're hearing at the moment are in the soundtrack.
Ambassador away.
Trajectory locked in. Hailing signal open on all channels. Entering magnetic field now. Almost there. Fleet.
Okay, so the story behind this basically is that we are meeting this new alien civilization for the first time, making contact with them on our journeys through space.
Kind of activity inside I can see.
We are the Bentusi, and welcome you among space-faring cultures, beyond bound. The alternative trade routes were established in the first time by our ancestors. The resources you collect are of value to the Bentusi exchange. They will serve as an acceptable medium for trade. It is been our custom to equip trading partners with an exchange unit. It has therefore been provided to your ambassador as a gesture of goodwill.
Okay, there we go. That piece of sound design there, essentially, the vocal for the Bentusi, is what I'm going to talk about.
Fleet, this is Ambassador. We are clear of the Bentusi vessel. All systems.
And all of the voices in this game have great sound design. One of the things I really love about this game, but here we go. I'm just going to record a snippet of my own voice here that we can work with. Really badly, of course. Here we go. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to some... Oh, I didn't even press the record button. Yeah. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey-wacy things, because space and stuff, you know. There we go. So I definitely wouldn't have gotten the part if I'd auditioned to do this voice. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey... But that doesn't matter. Okay, so you may have noticed that the voice sounded kind of echoey, right? We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey-wacy things, because space and stuff, you know. But there was more to it than that, and the voice sounded unusually alien and unfamiliar, and you may have had a little bit of trouble, I don't know, working out why it sounded... I mean, you probably weren't thinking about it, but you would have noticed it sounded unfamiliar, strange, alien, right? And it comes from a very clever sound design trick which they've done. So essentially the way that reverb works, right? Okay, reverb is the sound of a room, and when you make a sound in a room, say I clap, then you can hear, I don't know if that's coming through on the mic, but the sound echoes around the room and then comes back to you, and then you hear the echoes after the sound, right? So the sound comes from the source, bounces around the room, comes back to your ears, and it gives you a sense of delay, which is what we can hear from the reverb here at the moment. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy. But that's not what they did in this game. Right? For this particular voice, they did something a little bit unusual to make it sound unnatural and unfamiliar, and therefore alien. What they did was, you have to duplicate the channel to do this. Here we go. They split up the reverberated signal from the dry signal. So this is dry. You're the Bentusi. This is reverberated. You're the Bentusi. And what they did was actually they flipped around what happens naturally on its head, so that rather than having the sound source being first, and you hearing that first, and then hearing the reverb afterwards, they made it so that you heard the reflections from the walls, the reverb first, and then the actual sound source. Now, of course, this is, not actually possible. I don't think. I can't think of any circumstances where you would hear the reverb before the actual sound. It's probably, I don't know, I wouldn't say it couldn't be done if you had a weird enough space, but yeah, I mean, under normal conditions, when you're close by to something, certainly, anyway, you'll always hear the source of the sound first. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of delay on the dry signal, so it comes in just slightly after our reverberated signal, and let's have a listen. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy things, because space and stuff, There we go. And already that basically sounds like it did in the game. Really simple little trick. I'm just going to add some compression and saturation here just to make it all loud and glue it together. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy things, because space and stuff, And if I increase the delay on that, that would be more obvious. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy things, because space and stuff, So there we are. That's essentially how they've done it. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy things, because space and stuff, Maybe if I... We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade with us for spacey wacy things, because space and stuff, And there we are. Lovely, simple little trick. But, I mean, essentially what you're doing is you're just doing something which doesn't happen in nature. So it sounds unfamiliar and alien, and it gives it that lovely ethereal quality, which I think is just a really clever thing to do. You're showing aliens. I mean, obviously, if we were actually to meet aliens, chances are they would obey the laws of acoustics, just like humans do. But, it's a game. It's fiction. You want instant unfamiliarity. So that's a great way to get it. There we go. And, just say, I mean, this is something which you can use in all sorts of ways, in your own productions and such and such. Let's grab... Let's just grab a nice dry piano sound. Let's make a little melody. We are the Bentusi, and we welcome you to trade... There we go. Absolutely terrible. That's exactly what we need. Let's give it the same effects. See what it sounds like. Because, this is an effect that they've used on a voice to make it sound alien and ethereal. But there's no reason why we can't use it in music production to make instruments that sound just super weird. Here we are. Let's see what it sounds like. Pretty weird. For this one, I think it would probably work better with a slightly smaller delay. It's just slightly disorientating, isn't it? Slightly strange. Oh, but there we go. So that's a little bit of sound design today. Ladies and gentlemen, we have learned something from a game, and a very beautiful but old game at that. There is a remastered version now. I haven't actually been playing that, even though this is the version that comes of the classic version, which comes with the remastered. But yeah, because I've been playing it previously on this version on PC. I'm now, believe it or not, playing on Mac. And yeah, I just wanted to complete it in the classic version rather than the remastered version, you know, because that's the version that I've always played, and I've never completed it to date. So wish me luck, and have a great day.